Hi friends, how are you doing? This video will tell you how you can learn Python and get a job in Python in the next 3 months. I'll give you a couple of reliable YouTube channels, few online references and few textbook references which you can use to achieve this goal. Hi, I am Guru Rajan. Welcome to my YouTube channel to watch these sequence of videos in Python programming. Let's get started. Getting a job in Python involves two steps. First is to learn the language. Then we should learn the libraries and frameworks in the domain in which we want to work. Let's see how we can learn the language. Now there are two YouTube channels that I know of which you can rely for learning the language. One is the freecodecamp.org. So here you will find some beautiful Python courses. You can search for Python courses in freecodecamp.org. So you will find many Python courses that are very user friendly and you can get started straight away. The other very interesting channel is Traversy Media. So here also you can find very good references for Python, and you also have a crash course for Python. So please check these two YouTube channels to learn Python language quickly. And I'll also give you online references that you can rely on. So one of the good online references, one of the easy online references is w3schools.com. You can go to tutorials and select learn Python. And here you can see you can get a very simple and the explanation is very easy on the eye, and it's very interesting to note as well. So you will find most of the interesting things about the language, and you can learn Python by working. So learning by doing. And the other interesting web references is StudyTonight.com. So here you can go to the library tab. So you can learn other languages here, but if you want to specifically learn Python, go to the library tab and click on Python, and you can see you can learn all the basics. So variables, operators, input, output, functions, everything you can learn in StudyTonight. So this is another very good web reference which you can use to learn the Python language. So the other one which is interesting is PythonSpot.com. So this one has a little more detail, little more descriptive. So you can go to the tuple and then you can type this code on a favorite editor of your choice and then see it working. So this is another very good way to learn Python. So of course the good way to learn Python is by using the Python language reference, the Python documentation itself. So if you go to the Python documentation, docs.python.org, so you will see that there is a language reference and there is a library reference. So Python comes with a standard library. So if you want to learn the library, so you can learn all the APIs in the library, and all the libraries are listed here. If you want to learn the language per se, then you can go here and learn the language. Okay, this is slightly a difficult way to learn, but still nevertheless this is one of the trusted way to learn, because it is learning the stuff from the masters themselves. So Real Python is another very good reference for you to learn the language. So if you are willing to spend around $10 a month for a couple of months, so you will have very good information on your way. You have videos, you have blogs, you have quizzes. So you have a lot of these things going for you, and they are very well written. So please check this out. So here are the 5 web references quickly to summarize. So you have W3 Schools, you have StudyTonight, and PythonSpot.com, and then the Python documentation itself, the original Python documentation. This is learning from the master, and then the Real Python. So these 5 are very good, interesting online references for learning Python. So then I want to tell you about a couple of very interesting books that you can use to learn Python. One is from real Python itself, Python Basics, a practical introduction to Python 3. So please check this out. This is one of the good books available for learning Python. So once you learned this, then you can use this coffee break Python workbook. So you have small puzzles, 127 Python puzzles, which you can work it out to learn Python, and this makes it interesting. Sometimes, learning a language will be tends to be slightly boring. Of course, if you are motivated enough, you can just keep on doing that. But just to put some enthusiasm back to our mind, you can have some fun while learning also. And that fun part is given very well by this Coffee Break Python workbook. Please check this out. The other one, a little more serious one, is Python Crash Course, right? And this is also very interesting. You can also check this book, Python Crash Course. And along with it, you can also check the Automate the Boring Stuff with Python. Automate the Boring Stuff with Python. So this is very interesting too. There is a book, Python Flashcards, as well. You can check that out. So automate the boring stuff with Python, but please read this once you understand the syntax. For example, if you have done this crash course, then you can go for automate the boring stuff with Python. So hope you got an idea of which are the book references, which are the online references, and which are the YouTube channels which you can follow to learn Python in the next 3 months and get a job. But this is the first part. Learning the language is the first step, but then you have to know what domain you want to work to. So there are 5 domains in which Python is used very widely in the modern days. So backend web development, data science, AI and ML, big data analytics, and automation. So you can choose one or maybe even 2 of the domains of your choice. So based on your taste, based on you can consult some of your friends in this were working in this domain. But if you're totally new, I would prefer you choose web development and data science, where you can have slightly easier entry in. So Django and Flask are 2 frameworks that are available for you for in web development, and you can use these YouTube channels to learn Django as well. So you can look for a very good Django course in Traversy Media. So you can learn Django here. It's one of the best courses. You can also learn Django in the free code camp. So you can use these 2 YouTube channels to learn the frameworks as well. So choose any one, preferably 1 or sometimes 2 also, and learn the frameworks that are given by the side of them. So learning the language and learning 1 or 2 of the domains and the frameworks that are associated with it. You can use the same references that I have given to learn pandas as well. See, for example, I told you can learn Python by going to the tutorials. You can also learn pandas here as well. So you can check the pandas tutorials here as well. So you can learn the framework also along with learning the language. So please understand, getting a job involves learning the language and choosing a domain and learning a particular framework associated with it. So here, hope you got a very clear idea of what you can do to learn the language and a particular domain framework associated with it. Hope you found the information given in this video useful. If you like this video, please click the like button and leave your comments below. And best wishes for you to get a job in the next 3 months in Python. Thanks for watching.